How are we doing, YouTubers? I'm sorry I've taken so long to make another video after my last video that I've posted. Just been trying to recollect my thoughts and just trying to gather myself after being drugged and mutilated by these directed energy weapons and the harassment techniques. It's very difficult to cultivate thought and then to articulate myself structuredly and without umming and ahhing and pondering and being forgetful. So you guys are going to have to bear with me, please, and try not to be so judgmental, because I am holding on with everything that I've got. I mean, the second I lose grip of this, it's going to run off. I'm going to have monkey mind, and that's it. Never going to be able to get that thing back on the hold. Anyways, in this video, I'm just going to be talking about the root cause of all the issues we face, nationally and internationally, whether it being the target individual program, whether it being drug epidemic or homelessness, or how can I put this, just lack of affordable housing for people, lack of jobs for people. A lot of people are unemployed, a lot of low income earners getting hit real hard, and this is all to do with economic imperialism. You see, we're all used to war being fought by countries and nations, and they carve out new territory and select new borders and new sovereignties after the wars are finished. But we're in a new age now where corporatism is driving everything. It's major corporations that are the driving force behind so-called nations. Just registered entities now, corporate entities. There's no more national sovereignty. So this is really why what's going on. What's going on is just this economic imperialism is just driving everything, and these major players, just major corporate entities, are just dominating everything. Okay, they fund the programs. They're the ones that are backing fundings for eugenics programs. They're the ones that are fueling the war effort. They're the ones that are driving the need for oil so we can go and invade foreign countries for their oil supplies. I'm just going to leave it at that. There are plenty of intelligent people out there that can see beyond what I can see, and they can see what I'm trying to say right here, right now. But yeah, so I've come up with something, and I've realized that they sit back now and they watch us all on the internet and our comments. And when I say by our comments, I mean the general public, the common man, the working class. They sit back and watch what we talk about. They monitor everything about us because they can see that we're waking up. If you can picture yourself in a paddock and we're sheep, some of the sheep are starting to question what's on the other side of the fence. Okay, and I've got a good analogy to put forward. The world is one big stage, it's one big set. Life is a play, okay? If you want to break it down, when you go to watch a play, that's not all that's included in the play. That's just the end job. That's just the end product, okay, is what you're watching, okay? And this is our world. The end product is the play, but then you got all these people behind the curtains, makeup artists, you got all the props, you got all the actors, you got all the camera crew, you got the light crew, the lighting, the sound, you name it, the list goes on and on and on. And we have that in our world. In the world that we're living in, this system that we think is life, when it's just, how can I put this, just one side of life. We live in two worlds. We live in the real world, the natural world, and we live in a world that we've created within the natural world. And we're forgetting the natural world, and we're getting consumed by the world that we've created. Anyways, the shadow crew, okay, that operates in the shadows, that pull all the strings, that make this play that we call life, society in general, real. They make it real by pulling strings from the backdrops, from behind the curtains, okay, giving the actors their lines, what they have to say at the right time to give off their authenticity. This is what's happening. It's not that I disrespect authority. No, I disrespect authority that are, how can I put this? That are imposing, that are imitating, that are acting as authority, but when really they're not. They're not acting in our best interest. They're not acting in the best interest of our nation. They got their own agendas at play here. They can see us, like I said earlier on, in the paddock, and we're looking on the other side of the fence and we're starting to question, and they can see that. They're like, fuck. They're starting to wake up. They're starting to see the bullshit that we've built around them. So they come for you in the shadows and knock you off through the system. Okay, and if they can't get these little street minions, little gangsters, these little thugs, these little people that are dependent on the system, yeah, to knock you off, they'll do it through the legal processes, just like Hitler did in World War II, locked up over 70,000 Germans and killed them. I mean, I've posted this up on my Facebook photo, a WikiLeaks, how can I put this, a WikiLeaks link. And it shows you that Hitler prosecuted all these Germans through the courts, through the legal processes, through the legal system. It was all legally done. But we all know now it was war crimes against humanity. But at the time, it went through, and these people died because it was the law. So this is what's happening to us target individuals. It's so similar, I can't express. Okay? So if we're starting to wake up, they start to give us things like this. Sport. Go watch sport. To direct our competitive nature as human beings. We're very competitive, so they give us sport. Alright, if that doesn't work, if you need something a bit more technologically advanced or something to distract you more, they give you this. Okay? The apple. The apple that Eve ate and gave Adam. You know, it's even got the bite taken out of it. They give you that. If that doesn't work, they'll give you this. They'll chemically restrain you. They'll block your brain from seeing the world for what it really is. You'll only be able to do basic things like feed yourself, clean your house, go to the shops, request what you want, but to engage in anything more complex and that requires more mental power, you will not be able to engage in. Also give us this to chase, to trap us with money. They give us newspapers and magazines because I'm R&R. Okay? And then to top it off, they've degenerated this. They've mutilated the meaning of it and used it for their advantage to divide and conquer us. They use this against each other, against us. Okay? This man came with one meaning, with one teaching, and it's been blown so far out of context and been monopolized on, it's unbelievable. And the same has happened for other faiths and religions. And, you know, I just look at them as codes of practices, something to fall back on in times of doubt, in times of need, in times of guidance. When you need guidance, just fall back on it and take what you can from it. That's just my personal understanding. I got a very wide mind, very wide understanding, so I read a lot of things, different beliefs. I read everything. I'll read a bloody manual on how to put a cot together, a baby crib. I don't care. I'll just read everything. But anyways, folks, we are waking up, and I don't know if it's happening naturally or we're moving to our next step in evolution. It is happening. But as I was just looking now at the new $5 note, I've realised something. It doesn't say the Commonwealth of Australia, it just says Australia. Down the bottom in capital letters. It's never been all in capital letters before. Actually, I might be missing the point. I think I've overlooked that. But anyways, there is something strange about the new $5 note, I guess. I'm not going to sit here and scrutinise it and pull its pieces. Got more important things to worry about. But yeah, folks, back to my my court case. It was adjourned, and I'll be going back in a couple of weeks' time to have my matter heard. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm a bit concerned for where it's going to go, but the legal aid solicitors told me that I'm not going to go to jail, so which is lucky, but I might still end up in another facility. I'm not sure. And looking behind me, you can see how I've got that the visor, the car visor up there. That's my efforts and my attempts to block as much directed energy weapon attacks as possibly I can, because they've been bombarding me the last couple of weeks. I mean, I can hear the hits hit the aluminium fences or hit the aluminium guttering on my roof. Also, the walls creak and crackle. The plasterboard, the gyprock cracks, and then I feel the impact, just the heavy pulse. Disorientates me sometimes when it hits me here. It feels like I've been punched in the face, or sometimes I get it in the guts or in my southern regions. Around my man parts, they continuously zap me down there. It's just fucked. Anyways, people, as you can see, I'm very tired and drained. All this has become so surreal to me. But anyways, I'm going to conclude this video with just a bit more information for people out there to go out and suss out. Just look up Anne Bresington on YouTube and watch her video about Agenda 21 and the Declaration of Lima. And she also goes into detail about the Club of Rome, how it's a crisis think tank. I'm not too sure when that was formed, when that group was formed, but yeah, she goes on and explains all that and how all these programs will be rolled out under the guise of sustainable development. So just give her some of your time and see what's going on, because this is real, people. As Dr. Catherine Horton says, our countries are in deep capture. And I truly believe that now. I can see it while dealing with the system and trying to sort my way through this and get some help. I've seen how the Nazis form together in different organizations, in different sectors. They're all there and they all lend each other a helping hand. They cover each other's deficits, they wipe each other's butts, they clean up each other's mistakes, and they watch out for each other. You can't get through them. So I'm really starting to believe that yeah, we're in deep capture, and I think Australia is the deepest in capture. Okay? That's what I truly believe. If there's all commotion around the world, there's civil unrest, global civil unrest, and the world falls to pieces and the economy system collapses as economists are predicting, then Australia is girthed by sea, as it says in our anthem. It's one great big moat. That's one big great security barrier to keep any of the non-desired people out. Kind of like Mad Max. You got the Outlanders. No, it's just my crazy imagination working. But anyways, it's something to think about. And to those up the top that are working overtime to eradicate true teachings, better not say anything. Just good luck with your efforts, okay? I salute all my friends and foes out there, mi hombres, mi carnales. But anyways, thank you very much, people, for watching. The people that are really serious and actually concerned. And to those that are just watching to get a psychological profile, to have their laughs or their little mockeries and their little entertainments, I hope I've provided you with 15 minutes of entertainment for tonight or the day, whenever you're watching this video. Adios, amigos.